Okay. Are we live? I think we're live. Good evening. Welcome to... Okay. Whoa. Are we live? I think we're live. Think we're streaming. Think we're going. Thanks for tuning in. If you're tuning in, if you're checking out the stream later, hopefully that means I didn't have too many technical issues, because if the technical issues from last time persist into today, this stream might not be around after the fact. I think I have figured out... Whoa. Hold on. Okay, my mic is still going good. I got a new GPU. This is still peaking, isn't it? I can hear it peaking. Let me know if you can hear this. Let me know if the mic is good, or if it's too loud, or if it's too quiet, if the music's too loud or too quiet. I'm wearing headphones this time so I can actually hear everything going on, but that still doesn't mean that this is going to go well. So I got a new GPU for my computer because I thought that could be part of the issue. I'm beginning to think this is both a CPU issue and also I'm an idiot when it comes to computers. But from my limited research, I believe the camera freezing problem happens because too many USB things are taking over the motherboard. So I'm at the bare minimum that I can have. I have my keyboard, my mouse, the mic situation, and the camera. So 4 USB things. Apparently that's still too much because it was going fine while I was just messing around with things, and then it started freezing right when I was supposed to go live. So that's why I'm live like 3 minutes late. I changed the output settings on the camera to be as small as possible so the computer is intaking as little as possible, but then also I moved the less critical things like the mic and the mouse and the keyboard to a slower USB. So the only one going to a high-speed USB thing is the camera. So I'm hoping it doesn't freeze. But it was freezing like 3 minutes ago, so who knows. If that happens, we'll just switch. Whoa! Chris! Patiently waiting on your video of Worlds of Fun, assuming there is one. There is one. Thank you so much for the donation off the rip. That's very generous. Thank you so much. How does the stream look? Is the preview just really funky on my end? I think it is. Chris, thank you so much. Yes, the Worlds of Fun video, it exists. Is the music too loud? Can someone let me know if like the audio is okay right now? I just brought the music down a little bit because it sounds loud to me. Yeah, Worlds of Fun is coming. I actually had a fantastic day at Worlds of Fun. We can even talk about just some of like the trips I've done that I haven't yet gotten the videos out for. Because the next in line is Thorpe Park, and I am running into, I don't know if I'd say issues. There's a couple things with that video. I'll call them issues. That's what they are. You cannot hear any music. I just turned it down. I can turn it up. Can you hear it now? Can you hear me? I'm still figuring out the streaming thing. But I did get the new GPU, and I did get a second monitor. So the second monitor means I can have the stream stuff over there when I decide to do other things on this monitor. Because last time I was petrified of actually like flipping between like a game and the stream, and all of that was just chaos. I'm going to quick post about this live. I don't think I actually did that on Instagram. Not that will drive a remarkable amount of people here. but I don't want anyone to miss it. I have to text myself the thumbnail because my AirDrop doesn't work. That's the thing. So yeah, we're just, I don't have any, hey, if you guys are just joining, good evening. Hello. What's going on? I am going to post this on my Instagram story, and then we'll get her going. Where on earth did I save this live thumbnail? I kind of threw all this together last second. And I'm realizing I have no idea where I put things. I'll re-export the thumbnail. Oh, it's just in my documents folder. But yeah, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. We're here. I can hear you, but no music. I'll keep turning it up until someone tells me not to. How's that? Louder. Should be louder. Sort by date modified. Text to me. Randomly turn on my TV. No, it froze. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay, so the freeze. I was so confident. Oh, my goodness. We're just going to have to make it work again. Shoot. I was really hoping that kind of figured itself out. Okay, we're going to just get into like Planet Coaster or something pretty quick so that I don't have to be bothered by the webcam situation. Good night. Okay. At least I wasn't doing something embarrassing while it froze. Yeah, I have no idea what to do. I think this is a good motherboard. Like, and can we hear music? I keep turning it up. It's very loud in my headphones. Oh my gosh, it's just going to be one of these streams where something's always happening. Can you guys hear the music? I mean, I'd ask that right as it's fading out. Sorry, I'm kind of frazzled. Let me just quick link the stream on my Instagram, and you will have my undivided attention. This doesn't even, how my own live doesn't show up on my own YouTube. This is so odd. Content. Live. Guys. Hey, Dimitri, how do you find your own live? No music. Oh my gosh. Am I missing something on the output side of things? Is there really no music? It says it's peaking. Like, it's absurdly loud to me. What's up, Tay? Per usual, technical difficulties right off the bat. I thought my new GPU... Here's my old GPU. I thought upgrading this thing... I thought getting a new one would fix all my problems. You'll text me the link to my own stream. Thank you. Let me catch up. Chris, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. I can hear you talking about how all of your trips abroad are better than your trip to Worlds of Fun. No. I'm just late to everything. And my can we hear the music? I'm just going to kill the music if we can't hear the music. Cuz for me it says it's playing. And my yeah, no music. What in the world? Okay, we're killing the music. No music, I guess. Sorry about that. I wonder if it's because I have desktop audio, or maybe what in the world? Still nothing? Still no music? Did you paint your wall? It looks different. No, but I moved the setup around. This over here, like where the lamp is, this was the predominant wall last time, and I kind of switched everything to this side. I have always had a blue wall over here. When I set this up, none of this stuff was here. I was just like, I need something roller coaster in the background, because those shelves over there, they have the roller coaster stuff. Just not this. Okay, the camera's holding on. I cannot figure out music for the life of me. Was here, I was just like, I need something roller coaster in the background. I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna try to just relink the music. Sorry, I'm so sorry. How's everyone doing? Is your season done? My season is done. I'm in the off season. I have been in the off season for a couple weeks now. Yeah, no, it's blowing out my eardrum. So if this music starts to go in for you guys, it's over. Okay, got the link. Go to the gram. Got the thumbnail. This is like awkward though. I feel like the music adds just like a hint of something I can hide behind, you know? I have nothing. It's just me and you. There's nothing in between us. Check out the live stream. Check out the live stream. Is that lame? Check out the live stream. Here's the link. Link. Paste. It's up on the story. Okay. Now I don't have to worry about that. That's done. Now I just have to worry about the music and the freezing camera. We're down to 2. We're from 3 to 2. But hey, all 8 of you who had nothing better to do on a Thursday evening, thanks for tuning in. Other things that have happened. I have Planet Coaster. I bought Planet Coaster twice. Raw dogging with no trims. Exactly. Which is odd because my name is MIDCOURSE. I am named after a type of brake run. And we have no brakes. This is just how it's coming. My season was done in mid-October. Then I went to Wild Waves and wish I had just let the season die. Is Wild Waves that? Wild Waves. I don't know enough about Wild Waves. I know it's like a water park that has a few... I froze! Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, isn't this just a grand old time that we're having tonight? That was good though. The camera survived longer that time. So if that trend continues, it just keeps getting better. So there's that. Gosh. Okay. Local file, lo-fi super mix, speed, normal, loop. What if I just relink the file and play? Still getting no lo-fi? Is that true? Lo-fi super mix active. Oh! Boom! The lo-fi, huh? Yeah? I think we lo-fi'd. Oh, we got lo-fi. And my mic is peaking. No one's telling me my mic is peaking. Okay, I'm gonna turn down the mic, turn up the mic. I'm doing it twice. This should be good, right? We got lo-fi, we got everything. The camera's going for the last minute. This is great. I think we're good. Things are going suspiciously well. Check this out, a little fun spot cup with my ice water. Hydrate or dihydrate. Well, isn't this great? Okay. Oh my goodness, we're good. Let me just scroll up real quick. Good evening. Yeah, okay, so I'm just starting at the beginning. I did have fun with the trips abroad. It was only 2 of them, so I don't know why it's taking me this long to get them out. I'm working on the Thorpe Park video now. Audio up, music down. Okay, so I turned down the mic too much. I turned up the music too much. Okay, is this good? Is this audio nice? Some good audio? Let me know. Chris, he yelled and hurt his mic. I think that might be what happened. Your mic was fine, now it's too low. Maybe it was because I yelled. When I tuned into my own stream to listen to how it sounded, like the mic was peaking, but I think that's just because I was yelling. Okay, I think we're better now. This is so suspiciously going swimmingly. But yes, I did the 2 abroad parks. Aqua Show, of all parks, was my first overseas park ever. We were in Portugal, and the trip had no intentions of being a park trip, and we were just near Lisbon for a couple weeks, and only a few months before, because I'm a nerd, you got to go on coast to coaster. Great site, by the way. And I was just like, there's no way there's parks in Portugal, right? And there was. Aqua Show was there. And that's a water park that had a mock water coaster. And when I found it, they were just doing construction on the Flash coaster. And we, at this point, early spring, we'd already booked everything and planned everything. So I was just reaching out to the park and hey, do you guys think you're going to have this ride open by September? Because I would really like to document it. Because even before it opened, I knew that this would be a very strange park for casual and even enthusiasts that do European trips. This would not be the norm of a park to go visit. So I kind of was hoping that the scarcity of coverage would help get the reach out there for my video. And I wrote it and I immediately edited the POV and uploaded it, and it did horribly. Terrible performing video. And I was like, okay, so no one cares about this new roller coaster. Because there were 2 other POVs from it, and that was it. So I was like, okay, it's just going nowhere. That's fine. But then I did the full park video. That was last week, and that video is doing quite well for my channel. So I guess there is interest. Maybe it's some of the off-season scarcity happening. Maybe it just YouTube doesn't like pushing short videos that aren't short. So a POV would fall into that category. So it's always interesting trying to figure out what I should put in to a full park video that I recorded POVs for. Because for Siren's Curse, Wrath of Rakshasa, and now Aqua Show, I just basically took that existing POV video and just slapped it right in the middle of the video. And that feels kind of weird to me, because it's oh, if you've watched the channel, you've already seen this. But it just gives you a more cohesive experience. So Aqua Show, super unexpected. Not super unexpected, I knew a few months in advance, but it lined up very well that they had the ride open in the middle of the summer. It was a fun park. it's clearly a water park first, and then they just have this odd addition of like a really good roller coaster. Like that's a roller coaster that a water park in Portugal got, that Michigan's Adventure probably never would get. You know, like it's the jump from the mock water coaster to the Flash coaster was so big. So I'm really glad I got to check that out. It was a lot of fun. Sorry. I'm all over the place. What's up, Droko? I'll catch up. I'm a little behind. $2 holla from Droko Adventures. Thanks, man. Check out Droko Adventures on YouTube. They have some fantastic content. They're awesome. Love hanging out with them. Hope to see you guys soon. I'll probably try to get to Winterfest at Kings Island this season, so maybe try to meet up there. And then Thorpe Park is the other thing, the other overseas trip, and that we kind of did build into the trip as soon as I booked it, because I knew there were pretty much two options for me. Being in West Michigan, internationally, you only really want to fly out of Detroit or Chicago. Those are equally far from me, because flying out of Grand Rapids, the nearest airport to me, is actually stupid cheap for places where Frontier and Spirit fly. Like, oh, there it goes. I was just staring at the I literally was staring at the face cam thinking like, wow, this has gone very well for a while. And it froze right in front of me. But the options essentially were like, it was a bit cheaper to fly out of Detroit, but we would have to stay like 7 hours in Turkey for the layover, and that was just a bit much. So the other option was go out of Chicago, a little bit more shorter layover in London. Obviously, I lengthened that layover, but that's because I wanted to check out Thorpe while we were there. Oh my gosh. If anyone like builds PCs or anything, can you tell me why I can't have my mouse, keyboard, microphone, and webcam plugged in at the same time? It just freaks out. Don't get it. I also set the output of my camera to only 1080p instead of 4K, because apparently it was trying to like interpolate that down to 1080. Doesn't matter. So Thorpe Park video is coming next. It's nearing completion. I just wanted to hop on a live. There's a few issues. My mic cut out a lot in that video. Not the one where I talk, but for the ride B-roll. A lot of it doesn't have sound, especially, unfortunately, a lot of the shots of Hyperia don't have sound. So I'm at this weird choice where I had that happen once before with my Michigan's Adventure video this year. The mic wasn't going a lot of the time, and it's just awkward watching roller coasters with no roller coaster sound. So I might, since this is such a big video like Thorpe Park, I'll never, if I get back there, it's going to be a long time. So I'm thinking of like hopping over to Canopy Coaster, Chris, Airtime Thrills, because they have their copyright-free channels. I want to hit them up to make sure this is an okay use of that stuff. But if any of those guys that have like the copyright-free footage, if I can take the the audio from those videos and match it to my video, you know what I mean? Some of the rides I definitely have enough overlapping shots that did get audio that I should be able to kind of Frankenstein it together, but there's definitely Hyperia. I think it's going to need some extra help. So either that's going to just be very loud music and no ride sound, or I'm going to steal audio from someone else with permission. With permission. I like all of the coaster YouTubers, and I'm not trying to get on their bad side. I see that there are many new things. I'm going to start just with the new one. Real life coasters, what's going on? I went to Thorpe a few days after Hyperia rolled back. So I have tons of beef. Yeah, it did take them a good bit to reset that, so it was closed when you went. That is very unfortunate. It seems like it would be a solid park without Hyperia, but that it very much rounded out. I was watching like the I had to reference the Colossus POV because I was stitching the ride together, and I was like, what? Like, I was so lost in what came next, like which corkscrew came first and all that stuff. And on their official POV, Hyperia was under construction. It was just like an empty lot, and I was like, whoa, that would be a very different experience. So I hope if you get back there, the ride's open for you, because that was a great time. Not to make you jealous, but that ride was pretty cool. Blah blah blah. Just seeing. Did you paint your wall? Season's done mid-October. What are your thoughts on the new coaster coming to Universal Orlando? Have we gotten details? I haven't seen the details. Inform me of the details. I know there's footers, and I think we all think it's Intamin. Do we know that it's Intamin? Is it a drift coaster? I don't know. I really just am woefully uninformed. I'm very excited for Hollywood Drift, though. I'll try to get over to the West Coast. Hopefully at some point to check that out when it happens. You and Dimitri need to come to the ACE event at Fiesta Texas next month. That would require me to be an ACE member. It would also require me to have the capability to get to Texas next month, which I probably won't do, because I'm probably going to try and get to Texas when a certain new coaster opens down there. Maybe check out Codaland too. Real life coasters, super random question. How do you get the algorithm to pick up your vids? It randomly started hating me about a month ago. Now I average like 100 views. I have no idea. I was at SeaWorld, and I was talking to Brian Zuder Loopers about a lot of the SEO stuff and just like the algorithm at large and YouTube at large. Super interesting guy. He has very good understanding of the technical side of things like the algorithm and how to play the systems and all of that. I honestly don't know, because I know consistency is key, but there's so many factors. Like, why does it throw some of my videos at 1,000 or 2,000 people and others at just a couple hundred and it's good? And I genuinely don't know. I think topics matter. I think thumbnail is very, very important. I try not to be I'm not doing like a Mr. Beast thumbnail, just like huge explosions and just me in the front of the thumbnail. None of that, but it's like I try to have the thumbnails be minimal, so that like the one thing I am highlighting is very notable. But I don't know. I also know that YouTube was doing a push for long form, because they're trying to up their TV user base, I think, or like they're trying to incentivize that. So it was like 15+ minute videos were getting pushed even harder. But then there's things like the Valley Fair video I did was actually like my third to worst performing video for the first week. And then randomly the algorithm just started picking up steam. So I have some winners. I have some losers. I don't really understand how it works. Well, that was random. YouTube on my TV put your live in a side window and played me a 5-second ad. Okay, so that's one thing. I don't like to be like, even just having mid-roll ads turned on for the videos, it feels odd. Like, not odd. I feel like I'm taking advantage of the viewers sometimes by having that on, but also at the same time, it's like, I don't think people see an ad on my video and then blame me. They blame YouTube. I don't know exactly. I'm still trying to balance out how to do ads. But when I went live, that was a new feature. It said, do you want to put your ads on the side so they can keep seeing what's happening while the ad is going? So I was like, well, if I'm going to serve you up ads and try to make a couple pennies off of you, thank you for your attention and for consuming advertisements on my behalf. If I can have that not interrupt the viewing experience, that's better. Hi there. Hey, Droko Tay. Tay, did you see the Northern Lights yesterday or the day before? I sort of did yesterday. I didn't take photos or anything. Last year when there were the few days of Northern Lights up in the Midwest, I was out there with my camera at like 2 a.m. just going crazy. Not this year. I did notice a tint, green tint. How concerned are you, Jeff, for Michigan's Adventures future. I don't think it's going to be the first to go. I don't think it's going to be the last to go. And like the nightmare scenario is that here's the thing is like, I think they're going to prioritize parks that are turning the least profit or profit margin and parks simultaneously that sit on very valuable land. Michigan's Adventure, although it doesn't pull in billions or millions, I don't know the scale of revenue that they generate, but it has one of the higher profit margins in the chain, operation costs compared to the money it pulls in. That's just like, they don't have to put a whole lot of money in to get probably not a whole lot of money, but profit. It's pretty easy, it seems. And Muskegon, Michigan, especially that area outside of like Lakeshore, is not exactly, there's a lot of land around there. If you've ever driven to Michigan's Adventure, you're kind of going through nothing for about 15 minutes. So, I don't think it's going to be the first to go, but if they're just trying to stratify operations and just simplify things and having less parks as a way to do that, like they'd obviously be prioritizing the flagship parks. So I could see it going both ways. Hirschend getting Silverwood made me optimistic because Michigan's Adventure in Hirschend's hands could be a pretty cool place. But at the same time, you don't want, that chain, although family owned and just seems to have a much better focus on quality and, family, all that sort of stuff. You don't want them to get spread too thin and just pick up all of Six Flags pieces. And now it's, a chain that has to stratify operations and cut costs. And then we have the same issues all over again. I don't think they would, as long as they remain a family operated company. I like to think they could do good stuff with a park like Michigan's Adventure. I just think it would be interesting if Six Flags sold it and Hirschend didn't buy it. Like, what would happen? Would the park go away forever? Is there a party out there who would buy it? Would that mean better investments? Because they're not worrying about being a non-compete with, Six Flags and Cedar Point. I don't know. What are the posters behind you? Made to Thrill. That is the Steel Vengeance one, and that's the Fury 325 one. That's my Halloween's lamp. These are 3 of my roller coaster books. I think my only 3. Daniel, did you see that Steam is releasing the Steam Machine PC? Better for Planet Coaster playing? Yeah, I did actually. That's like I like tech. I like tech stuff, and I did notice. Is this playing in 1080p or is this 720? Is this a 720p stream? What is going on today? I have the stream settings to 1080. Okay, sorry for the low resolution, I guess. I told you it was going too well. Contact Scotty from Absorbent Endorphins. I probably should. No real details. I believe the permits are with Intamin. Say they bought 2 drift models. That would make sense, especially all the R&D that probably went into that. Might as well get your money's worth. It looks good on my thanks. Yeah, maybe it's like because I'm logged into my own account that I only can view it in 720. I don't know why I would be doing that. Sorry about that. 1080. Okay, it's literally not like that for me, but cool. Cool. I'm all caught up because Chris said YouTube Premium is well worth it. I can't live without it. Same. I was never a YouTube Premiumer, but I consume YouTube more than like any other streaming service, and I also just switched all my music stuff from Spotify to YouTube Music, so it's not like saving me money, but it kind of makes the blow a little less. Hey, I don't know if anyone has told you, but I hear the music. Thanks. Yeah, I found a button. I don't understand why you can hear the mic, because the mic doesn't say it's outputting, because everything was on monitor. Oh, You can either not monitor it, you can monitor it, or you can monitor and output. And I had, for some reason, the music was set to only monitor, so only I was hearing the music. But now it's all good. Now everything is outputting, and I'm monitoring the music. I'm not monitoring the mic through the streaming platform, but I automatically hear the mic because I'm using my sound mixer as my computer's output. That gets, okay. Let's talk about roller coasters. I don't know what I'm doing. We could play Planet Coaster, because like I said, before that was all funky because I only had Planet Coaster on my Xbox, and doing the Xbox wired into the PC to stream, that was even really janky. But now I just have it on my computer because I got a graphics card that I think can just handle it. The only thing there is, from what I understand, sorry, I'm booting the game up. From what I understand, Planet Coaster is a very CPU heavy game. The more things you add, and especially the more people there are. And the CPU now is like the slowest, worst thing about my setup. So we'll see how this fares. Holy smokes, you see how much blue this is? Welcome to the anniversary update. Okay, I'm gonna stop the music. Holy smokes. Can you guys hear Planet Coaster now? I know you can't see it, but can you hear it? I think we're good, yeah? Can we hear the game? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? I also think my stream is super behind because I'm trying to watch it from my other account. I think we're good, yeah? Can we hear the game? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? I don't think we can hear the game, actually. Settings. I also think my screen is super. I don't think. Oh, it is. Okay, it is. Okay, Nick, I finally got a rollback on Top Thrill 2 from the top on closing day. Dang, I was there the day before, and I didn't get a rollback on the original or Top Thrill 2. It was in the 50s. It was pretty cold the day before. I think I'm hearing the game twice. My goodness. I am. Whatever, I can live with this. I can live with that. All right. I'm thinking, oh gosh, I forgot. I was thinking, let's go through the career a little bit. But I did the tutorial on the Xbox, but I haven't done it here. And you can't play the rest. Okay, but if I ace this, then we can just skip the water park one. So let's just fly through this. How's this look? Does this look good? If you're just joining, I'm just sitting here playing, gonna play some Planet Coaster. Daniel, my buddy and I got 3 rollbacks on a single ride one day. Was that like opening weekend? Because I saw a video of it having like a triple or a double rollback or something. I have to turn up the game audio, don't I?
I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between
There you go.
King Coaster and Queen Splash.
I also worked Top Thrill Dragster in
Royally messed that up.
07 and
Never
08,
mind.
so I've ridden
You're
it
accounted
over
for now.
1,000 times. Oh my.
Marvelous. Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time.
Okay,
I
get it. It's a great big plan. Okay, all right. So Planet Coaster 2 got a DLC update that you have to pay for. I didn't pay for it yet. And I think it's the one that has added like the Intamin multi-launch stuff and like swing launches and all of that. So if I get through this tutorial, we hop into something new, maybe we'll check.
Let's try moving
that
the
out a
camera
little
around
bit.
the park now.
But yeah, we're just hanging. Hey, if you have any questions not related to Planet Coaster, please feel free to ask them. Move the camera. Sorry, I did this. I did this on my Xbox,
Something that I think you'll enjoy.
but because I got the game on my PC, I have to do it
Our
here.
guests will need a way to access the ride. So let's add an entrance gate.
Well, that's a queue
We
if I've ever
obviously
seen one.
won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to
my
make sure you're connecting a standard park path to the exit gate.
Boom! Look at that.
And that's it. That's all the steps.
Honestly,
It's also worth noting that our guests will
if I had to
have
wait
free
longer
tickets
than
to
this for a
enjoy the
teacup
rides in
ride,
the parks. We control how much
I'm not
we
riding.
charge.
So this is a pretty good.
Let's encourage guests.
Charge them money. Wow. What did it say? Set it to bargain. Okay. That's actually really cool. I didn't know that
We can always increase the price later.
I didn't know that it
I
had
to
like
say,
presets.
When you achieve
If maybe the
popularity,
first one did and I
charge
just had no
premium
idea.
For prosperity. But one step at a time, eh? For now,
It was
a
opening
very
weekend
and a shiny medal
2013.
lamp. That's your first ride built. And I'm sure
Oh, on the original you're saying. Gatekeeper Media Day weekend. You got a triple rollback on Dragster. That's crazy. You mentioned that you weren't a member of ACE. Is there a reason why not? This is my first year and we've loved it. CoasterCon was amazing. All the small regional events were decent. I don't have a good reason other than frugality, which has kind of gone out the window.
Ride will have given a slight boost to our park.
I can't listen to that guy. Yeah, I have no like reason not to. It's just that a lot of the events that like I don't know. I've never felt the need to go to events. I'm sure it would be a blast. And a lot of the ones that like Ace was doing was just a bit outside of my area. The only one like I really could see myself joining a club for, like that I just want to do one day, is Hollywood Nights. That'd be good. But no, it's on the table for sure. And as I get more into this stuff, I'm sure I'll consider
Multiple different factors
coaster
contribute to this
clubs.
rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview.
My
Better
goodness.
the rating, the more guests will visit.
Okay.
While
Open a
driving
drink
guests
shop. All right.
up is good.
Facilities. Do the latte place. Why did it put me over here? Need a coffee right after you, Does it have a specific... Oh, it does. That's why. Could do 2. Build and open the drink shop. I'm not focusing on things like
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves
cohesion
after
and
all that
theming.
intake. Why not build a toilet nearby?
Sorry
We wouldn't
that
want
we're
our
going
guests
through
to-
this tutorial together. I thought I have to open the toilet in the same area? I didn't plan for this. I have to put it here? I can't. Look at that.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy
That's
will
insane.
drop if they don't have a place to sit.
That's kind of Actually, that's not horribly disruptive. It's very disruptive from this side.
Think of them as
There's no
bankers
path.
and recharging stations. They're even wireless.
Well, it fulfilled the game's need. I don't understand. MCN is good as well. Yeah, I've met a few of the guys from MCN at a couple of the media events. They're all fantastic. It seems like a really, really solid group. Ace tends to get the best amenities. Place 3 benches. We're just going to do the benches and just leave all this as it is. Oh! It's double-sided. What in the world? What in the world? Yeah, this one's just getting kind of left here. Y'all can figure that out. Am I tripping? Like, what, did they not make me put these there? Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Money. Okay, they're both good. This open. Good. 3 benches. Aquatic bench. Boom, 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 boom.
Amazing work. The guests
Just
will
trying to
be
get
much
through the
happier
tutorial.
now.
This is not indicative
However,
of my
it
talents.
does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means
Um,
more waste.
Exactly. So it's important
Is that a tilt?
we have enough bins for people to
That is a
properly.
tilt. Okay, what else? Silver. Place 3 bins. Bin.
Fantastic. That'll keep the park.
Blueprints. 1, 2, 3.
I think
Nice. Nice. Keep it going.
Wow. The park
Just
is
trying to
really
fly through
great.
this.
I can see.
Inspect the general info.
As you can see,
Oh my.
the generator is powering a network that covers the area.
Connect a new power distributor. Okay. Right there. Hook it up to this puppy. Boom.
Nicely done.
I can put electrician on my resume now, I think. Hire 2 mechanics. Bloop, bloop.
Uh-oh.
How convenient, the big
have
wheel
hit-
broke down. Call a
Hiring
mechanic.
staff is just the big
Sure,
breaks are
sure. Facility, give them a spot to go. Boom. That's quite the plot that they get. Why didn't it give me that
Great.
sort of plot
Now
for
the park staff
my
have somewhere
food
to go
and
on their
bathroom?
breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet.
Can't even
Just
tell
need to ensure
that
our
path
inquisitive
wasn't
guests don't go waltzing
original.
on in there for
Connect the
free
path to the
coffee,
staff building.
claiming to be-
Didn't I? You know what I mean? Did I? Oh, staff path. Staff path. Staff path. Okay, there it is. I'm gathering that this pathing tool might take me a minute to get used to. You know what I mean? Perfect. It's just as it was. I guess I could undo that, huh? I could have just undid that. Okay. Staff path. Boom.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop.
To the 11 of us here
Mechanics will
today.
generate research points.
We're just hanging out. I'm trying to just casually play this game. However, I forgot that I hadn't gotten through the tutorial on this device, so we're just trying to do that. Build and open the workshop. Is the staff area open?
Let's leave the mechanic to it for...
Okay. Gold. One more.
Ah, just it.
Research. I can do this. Let me guess. This definitely looks a lot...
Oh my.
Okay. Select a blueprint. Blueprint? You want me to build a blueprint roller coaster?
Good. And place the coaster down wherever there is enough space.
Boom.
Perfect. While we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity.
Is this a
to add
floorless?
some scenery around the coaster.
Got the JoJo roll out the gate? JoJo roll out the gate. Quite a steep incline for a B&M. This is like this B&M wouldn't normally make something like this. This reminds me of like the Gronalund invert that they did, where it's just like going over things. But yeah, I don't think B&M would really make this. This feels like Jinma to me. The trims are crazy. Sorry, I'll try to move less. I'm sure I'm causing motion sickness for you viewers at home. But yeah. Let's just get through this. We can just kind of vibe, talk. Look at that theming.
Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
Done. Run an ad campaign.
Oh,
Got it.
That is a...
On it. Boom. Ooh, I'm gonna have to actually remember.
While we wait for our campaign...
Oh, I thought it was done. I thought that sound meant it was done.
Why don't you try out the ride cap?
Boom. Look at this. We got like this is like Siren's Curse. It's like ride audio. Oh shoot! Check this out. Got the cold flatbread. Woo! Wow. That cruised through every type of brake. The mid-course didn't hit. The final brakes didn't do anything.
How was that?
There we go.
You've made great progress so far.
Okay.
But now the real
We have
work
now
begins. We've been
unlocked
contracted
the
to
rest
help
of the...
out-
We could just do things now, I think. What do we want? Shore? No. Just the ticket. Tremendous experience. That sounds like it's going to be a very scenery-focused one. This looks fun. Let's do it. Wonder what difficulty we're on. MH Reels, what's up? Jeff, prepare to meet your doom. Was that while I was on the tilt coaster? Yeah. What's up, MH? How are things?
Smell that mountain air. Smells like...
I don't remember I don't remember the first
I
game
bought one
having
piece,
this much
and the agent
narration.
just threw in the other one for free.
But maybe it's because I wasn't doing.
couldn't believe
Holy
my
smokes!
luck.
Is that a roller
Of
coaster?
course, I paid twice the asking price for the first one anyway. Who wouldn't want a mountain theme park?
Oh my
But
gosh!
look at me, putting real estate before pleasantries.
Got the
Hey there,
Oblivion
I'm
sort of
Hank,
vibe
the
going
new
on here.
Intern for acquisitions at Coaster Coast. Basically, I'm in the land business.
I need to get back into
Finding
Planet
it,
Coaster.
buying
That
it,
was my
standing
thoughts
on
today.
it. I do it all.
Hey guys, how's... Oh, whoa. We are way up right now. I thought you said you bought land for a park, Hank.
You're looking at it. Both of it. Them. The land, I mean. Lands. We own both mountains.
The two sides?
Tay invited me to
They're
the
not
channel.
connected.
Thanks, Tay. Thanks for
Everything's
tuning in,
connected,
MH.
Brad, except these two
Didn't
pieces.
even know you went live. Yeah, I
The agent made it
was sort of a
seem like
last-minute
one heck of a deal,
decision.
though. He didn't
But it's
seem
been
like
going
the
well.
line type to me.
my technical
Deal or
difficulties,
not,
although still
Mountainside
present,
Theme
are
Park sounds
drastically less
We'll
than
make it
last
work.
time. Not
Let's do
to
this.
jinx it. I'll knock on the composite wood, the fake wood that this is made up of. Two unconnected peaks might not seem like a wise location for a park because it isn't, but Hank is certain this place is prime. I think this is an awesome place. Set to open? Uh-oh. Oh, have 4 flat rides and set to open. Okay. Let's take a look at what we got. We have Oblivion, aka. Hold on, this is making me nauseous. Collider. Collider, because it's colliding. What type of pizza? It's pepperoni mozzarella flatbread. And I only emphasize the mozzarella because it's like got the, I mean, it's super cold now. But it's got like the fresh mozzarella on it. It's not just your normal mozzarella, you know. Aldi flatbread. Shout out Aldi. Sorry if my chewing is very loud. I think we got to start out by seeing what we're dealing with over here with the collider. Holy smokes, are these? Got the Griffin trains on here. We got the 10 wides. As in Domino's Pizza, yeah, it's a not frozen, refrigerated from Aldi. It's like $3.50. Very good deal. Got these two. Got the protein puffs. I've never tried them. I expect them to be very chalky, like most protein things are. Had to pop open OG Planet Coaster while I watch you play. I love the OG, and it's probably just because I haven't had a ton of time with Planet Coaster 2, and I hear that they've ironed out most of the kinks that were present with this game. That felt like a... Yeah, this is very Oblivion. Do the dive, get out, couple turns. At least we get the hang time. Yeah, this is very, the drop is the allure. Cool. That's what we got. Wants us to start with some flat rides. Little Caesar stuffed crust bacon pizza, so good. I'm actually a huge proponent of Little Caesars. I love me some Little Caesars. But I don't typically... I typically like it because I like my $6 hot and ready pepperoni. These are very large, like, seating areas. Or just areas. Yeah, but maybe one day I'll try some more of their premium offerings. Where am I supposed to expand this, by the way? This... is not yet mine, I believe, because of this dotted line. I believe I cannot access here yet. I'm assuming it will have me finish the monorail at some point. So... I don't... Oh, I can't go over here. Let's do that. Let's figure out the path system. Yeah, what's up, Dimitri? I don't know if I've said hey formally. Is this flat? Yeah, okay, let's build the path out. The thing is, it doesn't curve. The only time they turn is at these roundabouts. So if I want to maintain that sort of look, I just have to go like this. I probably want to hug the inside a little bit. Is this blue? No, that's not blue. Nope, that is not what it is. I'm not this thick in the head, am I? Oh! Of course, you recolor the path. Of course. I was just supposed to know that I had to do that. Okay. Straight and true, baby. Not quite. Not quite my tempo. Boom. We're getting there. That's it. Boom. And then we'll do like just a little baby. Actually, I don't know. I don't even know how they do their roundabouts. Tay, so a very random question. In your last video, you spoke Portuguese. Can you speak different languages, or did you just look up how to say that in Portuguese? I don't speak Portuguese at all. The people that we were staying with, we were there for like 2 weeks, and essentially we just were told to learn enough. It was like saying good day, good evening, thank you, just like the basics to sort of work here. My common phrase was fala inglés. You speak English? So I'd pretty much be like, bom dia or boa tarde, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Do you speak English? And then if it went south from there, I'm pulling out the translation app. that was kind of what was going on there. I did a good bit of French, but I don't know if I could comfortably speak French these days. But I did study that in high school and college. Supposedly. Let's get some flat rides. Why does it look like... It looks like something is up, doesn't it? It looks like this elevates, and it clearly doesn't. Okay, and I forgot. In this game, there are blueprints, and there are custom. So the rides in this game have less theming than they did in the first. How does this go? What will give the most edge of a feeling? Is it this? I took up way too much screen here. But they have less theming so that you can like attach scenery items and kind of theme them how you want. Hey, watch this for a minute. I just locked my wife out of the house. I'll be right back. Wow. Locked the house on accident. Normally, never mind. I'm not going to disclose what and what I don't lock in my house. I'm not giving you a competitive edge. But yeah, would this be the most edge experience? I don't even know. Let's test it. No, I'm an idiot. Maybe. Yeah, I guess this would give you quite the, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna blame the new GPU for locking my wife out. Exactly, it's just too powerful. Simply too powerful. I do like that you can switch between straight and curved in this game. Don't like that. Seems to make building queues, gives you a few more options for that. Good enough. If you wait that long, you shouldn't. Is there a way to turn like that it breaks the angle snapping? I guess it's fine. Ugh, don't like that. Like it breaks the angle snapping in order to connect. Let's price it. Bargain. Sure. Color scheme kind of works already. Kind of goes. But let's make it orange. That was all just the carriage. Oops. Holy smokes. They kind of do go pretty hard with the customization in this game, huh? Gradient. It's more of a red. Yeah, they're kind of going crazy, honestly. I don't see where this is affecting anything. Cool. Yeah, there's an option to do it. It's up at the top. The queue path line builder, and you select a different line path. Up at the top of the queue line path. Of the queue line path line builder. Classic? Oh! They need an exit. So classic. I'm getting there. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, because I have it like angle snapping, but it just ignores that. I guess that's how it would work. You just get as close as, yeah, I guess you'd want it to curve. But it's like if you wanted it to just hit at this angle, do you really have to like just eyeball it? Whatever, we are not getting through this quick enough. Next flat ride. This seems very... Building 4 flat rides feels kind of redundant, does it not? We'll do this one over here. They get to chill by the water. Kind of go over the water. I like that it remembers. What? Okay. Sort of remembers. Ooh. That's a shin biter right there. That one will get you. That's exactly what I just did. Sorry, this is probably super boring. We could do something else. I just wanted to be building roller coasters in a scenario, but I always forget how many hoops you have to go through to get to that point. How do you go up? Like that. Too steep. Is that like the right pace? Yeah. It ain't bad. Not bad. Did I ever open this guy? Yeah. Open. Barn. Oops. Barn. I'm always jealous of people who can create awesome things in this game easily. I'm not one of them. Potentially one day. I did make some pretty cool stuff back in Planet Coaster 1. There's a park I wanted to show you guys, but it's on my Xbox. And it was a scenario park, but I just went ridiculous with it. Like, I completed everything, and then I just kept building. I do like that you can turn the scenario maps in this game into like free play sandbox maps. Okay, we gotta get through this flat right thing. Let's switch back to styled. These are all teacups. Kind of wish it showed on like this pop-up image. I wish that it showed just like a bigger version of this photo. But I guess it makes sense because not everyone is going to take good photos of what the ride model even is, or you might have scenery covering everything. That's cool. That would have been perfect for over by the water. Okay, this is okay. I don't have room. We're gonna have to keep them bare bones. I feel like it would be more thrilling on a swinging ship to be parallel to the drop. Because if you swing straight at it, yeah, it might seem like you're going down towards it, but then you won't actually see when you're above it. I just can't put it on that side. Great, good. Okay. Maybe we should have had it more parallel to the path. I don't know. Nice. Look at that. Boom. I guess this is a poor use of space. And what in the world? Why can you just like dig the corners into everything? Hey, if you're just joining, this isn't fun, is it? Should we just talk or something? I feel like I'm just sitting here going through things that I don't like. I do like the trees, though. I think the trees really add a lot to the... Oh my gosh, I forgot. You can't actually... Okay, you can. How do I get to this tree? Oh, I saw it for a sec. Nice. Okay. There's that one. It's open. It has no power. It has no power. No power. The ride may need additional power. What in the world? Oh. Okay. I went far from the power. I went very far from the power. Put a little power guy over here, right? I forgot how to add power. But anyway, Chris, what parks are you looking forward to hitting with the Six Flags All Park Pass of 2026? Add a distributor. Was it facilities? It was. It was. I don't need a generator, I need a distributor. Boom, done. Okay. Cool. There's still this massive gap, so I guess the smart thing would have been to put the distributor... I'm starting to get it. Okay. So you just want it in range of the things. Of the dots. So that's kind of like the max distance I can go. And that will let me put rides in here, and we'll be good. Okay. I'm assuming if like the power gets too weak being spread across too many rides, that's when I would have to build a another generator. Let's just get this guy up. I am hoping to get to the Virginia parks next year, so I would love to check out King's Dominion using that pass. Why can you do that? Why can you build it into the path? And then I do hope, like I said, I do think I'm gonna... Uh-oh. Park entrance is not accessible for now. My bad. It's not even open yet, and it has no power. It can test without power, though. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to Texas, check out Tormentia. Hoping to do that, and obviously that would be a Six Flags park. This is the wrong path. It's the wrong path. Doesn't have enough power to open. Okay. Distributor. Right? Distributor. Because it's not within a bubble. But it has to connect to a node. There's a node. Boom. Boom. Done. Look at this. Open. Oh, I didn't open upswing. That's why. Boom. Yeah? Four flat rides, build a new coaster. Cool. Okay, we can do coaster things. That's good. Hey, Joseph, just stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not good at Planet Coaster as it is. Also, who on earth would come over here to ride this? I kind of made this path expecting this area to be where all the flat rides went, and I put them elsewhere. So now this ship is just insanely inconvenient. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just playing this, and we're talking about things. But yeah, I think Texas stuff could be good. Like I said, Virginia, I would love to get to. Don't know what other new Six Flags parks I'd be hitting next year. I don't think I'm gonna go to Great Adventure until the car replacement happens. And then I might try to do, you know, Great Adventure, Six Flags New England. I might just try to do everything over there. Camera's been holding up suspiciously well. Joseph, have you played, do you have the original? 'Cause I played the original all the time. And I haven't really gotten into Planet Coaster 2, but I also just haven't been playing Planet Coasters in general. So I have to make a coaster, but I have to... Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. I have all of this. Okay. Well, I'm still going to try to do the coaster over here to make it fun. We're going to do a Woody. So doing a Woody. Okay, you do research points instead of money. Interesting. Hyper would be fun. Okay, we'll do a Woody. A little GCI. This is gonna get interesting. This is going to require massive amounts of like doubling back on itself. So I think we'll do the station up here. Oh shoot, I forget when you do free look. It doesn't hold the position or the height. Yeah, we're gonna do the station like up here. Have them come and go from both ends so then it can kind of just like... We can kind of have the key, like the queue go underneath to save space. This is a very vibrant sort of look, isn't it? It's a little bold. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work, but we will start. This is where you're gonna see I'm not really good at doing the like coaster design sort of thing in this game. But the smoothing tools are better. And those will guide me. Why? Why did it feel the need to go down? How do you tell it not to just burrow into the ground? Or is that not something you can do? What is going on? Boom, little 45 off the rip. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, what in the world? Anyone know this? Yeah, you have to build a monorail over to the other side. We will. Try to make the wood coaster skinny so it can fit the area. That's my goal. I'm thinking like it's going to overlap itself a few times, but I don't understand why it's... Oh, auto tunnel. There it is. Okay. We should be good. There we go. Give it like a little RMC. I need to turn off angle snapping too. I just need to let it speak to me. Gonna give it like a little RMC sort of pre-lift section. Maybe a foot of banking offset. Yeah, because we'll do the lift up that way. I guess it's not going fast at all. I don't need to be banking it this much. Is it testing? Does that mean it's going to test? Oh, that's not what I meant at all. Yeah, I guess that's not really RMC, is it? Is it even gonna make it up then? Little 30-degree incline. Nothing too crazy. Little 80-foot woody on the side of a cliff. Maybe a little more than 80 because the station is 25. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you guys are just doing chores or something, we're just trying to figure out how to make a little GCI work on the edge of a 1,000-foot cliff. So GCI is usually just kind of go straight into it. You know what I mean? That might be a little intense. But we only have room for intensity. Can make like the steepest GCI. Oh, I wasn't even turning yet. Yeah, I kind of need a turn, don't I? 81 degrees is kind of insane. Maybe there doesn't need to be like a banking offset since it's crawling still. I feel like this is overwhelmingly steep. I guess it's not 56 degrees. It just looks crazy. Oh, we might have needed more of a... Okay, this is looking bad. Not banked enough here. Too banked over there. But smoothing is our friend. These G's are about to be... I keep forgetting. This is only like 70 feet tall. They can take it. Might just need to kind of further bank that section a little bit. Oops. Ejector airtime hill. Outer bank. Actually, we could kind of just do like a an overbank. Not an overbank, just like a 90-degree sort of bank. The ride looks great. I beg to differ, but we're making steady progress, and that is what's really important. I don't really know how to do this part. I guess I should just go straight into that banked portion. Goodness. I need free look when I'm editing. Eesh. Okay, I literally have to keep going straight. There's not enough room to do any sort of turnaround here. This is a little much still, I think. Would you ride a coaster on the side of a hill? If it wasn't built by me or RCCA, yes. But since this one is built by me, I don't know about that. Here we go, going kind of just for this. I guess to make it actually like flow, it should just be like a parabolic hill. Kind of gets steeper up here. Kind of ease out here. This is a woefully unsupported section, now that I see it with my own eyes. But that is just the magic of video games. Yeah, this ride's something. So, I'm gonna try to kind of get it a little closer to this. This is not looking too good. This is better than what I could build. What's up? I don't know if I can pronounce your name, so I feel like I'm not going to try to save myself embarrassment. But welcome to the stream. The turn is wild. Yeah, I think problem number one is that I don't think a ride like this could handle that long of trains. The whip over these, also this pullout's a little insane too. What's like some classic Woody sort of stuff? Like a double up? I don't know if I have room. Never mind. I had dreams of an Outer Bank. I guess I should make the queue soon, since that is going to be a limiting factor here. Oh no. Oh no. Incredible oversight has occurred. Also, those like maybe the economy is completely different in this game, but I swear, like, people would ride your rides if they cost like $20 in the first game, like a flat ride. Like I could just build a drop tower and charge like $20, and people would just go on it. This is bad. All right, option 2. When you got problems, take it to the bank. Little 15er. Boom. Not a problem. What is your favorite coaster? I suffer from a strong case of recency bias. And pretty much depending on whichever one I've ridden most recently, the answer to that question would either be Velocicoaster or Steel Vengeance. And the more recent of those that I've ridden is Steel Vengeance, so that's just what I'd probably say about now. I feel like this banking is a little much. See if we can kind of bunny hop down this. Definitely doing a little more of like the sort of aerodynamics design with ooh. I think we went too low. I think we did go a little too low. So maybe this one kind of just stays. this not testing? Can I get this testing again? I like your little avatar. I have a little avatar? Oh, like me in the corner? Just me in this box? Or is there like a character avatar that I have in this game and I'm not aware of? I need to quick see. I mean, the turn is only 35 feet high, so it should be fine. Oh yeah, we're still cruising. And make it a little tighter since it's losing steam as we go up. Yeah, this isn't quite what I was going for, though. I still think I want it to come down. Just less. But nice, mine is Diamondback. I love Diamondback. Diamondback was my favorite hyper. However, I had an incredible re-ride, new experience on Raging Bull. And I think I've kind of rekindled my love for that ride. And also Mako. I knew that Mako would be good, but it kind of surprised me. I can do like a little Outer Bank here. That'd be a little odd for how slow it's going. But yes, Diamondback is still like my favorite. Just as far as the airtime that it gives you on all of those back-to-back airtime hills is ridiculous. I love that. Is this sort of going to line up? Close enough. We'll just do a standard airtime hill. We just need some standardness in this thing because this is a little crazy. This is not going to help the exit entrance situation. I guess worst case, we could make the exit and entrance just jut out to this side and go around. I'm not sure. Also, I feel like this valley is way bigger than it needs to be. Like, this thing is flying. Or, it's only, gosh, the opposite. It is short. I don't think it lined up perfectly, but it was close. My first roller coaster was Orion, and I'm 10. That is an incredibly big roller coaster to be your first roller coaster. But that's awesome. You like Diamondback more? I think I like Diamondback more, but also this last trip I took this year to Kings Island, I did like Orion more than I remembered as well. I think it's just because this is weird. I think it's just because the first time I went on it, I still had like Fury as my top dog standard for B&M Gigas. And the last time I went in like without that expectation because I just knew what it was. And I think that helped. Because if you just ride it for what it is, it's pretty sweet. Done relocating trees. They're just deforestation. Yeah, this is odd. This is an odd ride. This part specifically is very strange. I don't think you would see... I'm going to smooth it, obviously. It's looking a little crazy right now. Let's do that now. Let's just kind of see. I know that pullout's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. I know it's going to flatten the banking. Track limits, okay. If I include this one, will it? Because then it might try and... Okay. It's the banking, I think, because we have reached maximum banking. See, smoothing is interesting, though, because it doesn't always help. I think this is the one that has the limit. No, it's just... Okay, it's just okay. Because sometimes it only is just trying to, like, oh, it pulls out tighter here and less here. I'm just going to smooth that out, but it winds up just creating like a tighter valley, and that's not always what is best in that scenario. Okay, so it is this, but we can kind of fudge it. Oops. By just kind of overlapping the two, I think. Yeah, so it's like if I go further than this, it's going to start to tighten the valley more, which isn't really what we want. So I don't know if this is really going to help too much. This turn definitely needs smoothing too. It's just a really odd turn. But I only want to go through here because I don't want it to actually shorten this. If I do that, I just select this because it won't do too much. Yeah, that looks fine. It can handle tighter turns than I'm throwing at it. I prefer Diamondback in the back row. Literally tells you where to sit in the name. Yeah, back, Diamondback. I was terrified. Diamondback in the back is... That will spoil you. As far as if you ride any other... like B&M Hyper and expect that level of airtime on all of their hills, you're gonna be disappointed. Where's the edge? Oh, it's right there. Okay. What can I do here? I guess just straighten out a little bit so that I can focus on the vertical. Didn't mean to do it quite then, but whatever. Then we could maybe throw a little outer bank into the mix right here. Just a little fun, just for funsies. Yeah, this thing is looking horrible. This looks like what RCCA definitely has built this exact sequence of transitions before. I just don't know if it's going to have any sort of speed still, because this is the same height as that original turnaround. This might be a little high. Yeah, that's a little... I guess it'll work. I could just kind of smoothen out the height to bring it back. Yeah, we'll just kind of smooth, like over smooth the height to just try and have it be a little more normal. This is interesting. Okay. Can I thread? I don't even know if I can thread the needle there. I guess let's just see, like, how forgiving is it gonna be for this edge? I was allowed to go outside of the dotted line this entire time. I'm not going to do that because it's not realistic, but I would have felt slightly less obligated to have this be quite as tight as it is. But what's your home park? Michigan's Adventure. Huge, huge, huge park with tons of roller coasters. That's a joke, but we do have the wooden roller coaster that Michigan's Adventure has, Shivering Timbers. When it runs well, which it wasn't this year, but when it does, it is a really cool roller coaster. We'll just kind of have this be like a little bit of a lateral filled hill. Kind of like that one on Steel Vengeance, how it's like you get the lateral filled airtime hill first, then you get the outer bank. That's too close. Well, laterals never hurt anybody. I think laterals are underrated. I think there aren't enough of them. Yeah, we might have to shorten this guy too. We'll double down. Oh gosh, we have to have enough speed to get into the. Uh oh. Forgot I have to take this home. I have 2 home parks, Knott's Berry Farm and Six Flags Magic Mountain. Those are a couple great parks to have as your home park. Me too, Cedar Point and Kings Island. Yeah, like Cedar Point and Kings Island are close enough for me that those are kind of like my big home parks. Like I get to Cedar Point quite a few times in the season. Michigan's Adventure deserves better. Michigan's Adventure really needs some TLC and more rides to make it more profitable. Yeah, I think there's a good chance between California's Great America and Six Flags America closing that we get something. Like, my pipe dream is that we get the Harley Quinn pendulum from Six Flags America. And whenever CGA closes in quite a few years, we get the single rail. I don't want to add a second lift hill to this ride, so I do need to figure out. Ooh, I was kind of skipping. It's got a little bit of speed, but I don't know if it's enough to, like, get around all of this. Let's work backwards. Let's figure out what we need. So we know... I guess worst case, we could have it kind of chain lift into the station. You know? That's kind of a buzzkill. So we'll plan on not, but it will be a flat block section. And then our quickest, I don't know, maybe this is the route that needs to pass across the road. Why did the wooden coaster cross the road? Oops. And then this will just be like a slow turnaround, but we'll just throw like some hills into it. Keep it a little more interesting. Oh, bye-bye. Okay, have a good night. Oh my goodness. Whoa. All right, bros. Enjoy the night. Was awesome chilling with y'all. Yeah, Daniel. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. See you later, Daniel. Bye-bye. I could see Six Flags relocating some rides from Six Flags America and CGA to Michigan's Adventure. That's my hope. That would be a dream come true. Yeah, maybe not. I already got my Outer Bank, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I feel like realistically GCI wouldn't do like that much of an Outer Bank. They just do like this, which is more like slightly off axis. This was about to be like a legitimate Outer Bank. I'm gonna let smoothing figure this out. Yeah, I guess that's weird. It would just kind of be in this, we just kind of keep this turn going on. I swear if I have to move this utility box. Does it make it? Oh gosh, I didn't pay attention. This is a crazy little coaster, isn't it? This is like, yes, it makes it, but it's so close that like any weather would make this ride not operate. That would kind of be a problem. Trying to see. I think I'll do that and then just smooth it out. Oh, except this I wanted. Shoot. Okay. This. Don't care that it's flying through here. This should be brakes. think we just need to do some smoothing and figure out the nightmare of a queue that this is gonna need. Gonna shower. Enjoy your shower. I'm probably still gonna be like smoothing this thing out. Thanks for the those of you who are here. Thanks for hanging. To go back, I think it was Joseph. To go back to his question though, about would I ride something on the edge of the cliff? Does look a little sketchy, doesn't it? Like a strong breeze would just be all it, that would be all it takes. Okay, fine. I think it's expensive. And collider. I think that's too expensive. I know I could have just put scenery around things and they would have been like, "Oh, I'll pay a bunch of money for that." But okay, we'll do a little POV in a sec. There's just a few areas I know need some smoothing help. For a lot of these too, it's like this is kind of gonna help put us back in the world of realism, because I know it hurts like banking and stuff, but like GCI does do lateral, so having things slightly underbanked is okay, and they don't really do a whole lot of like outer banking. Ooh, that was a bit much. The thing is, if I smooth this, yeah, it's gonna flatten way too much. That's okay. And I guess this could have been a bit more of a hill. This is gonna flatten it a good bit. Like it could have, that whole thing could have gone up higher. This is gonna flatten this a bit too, but that's okay. Because when you have like these bunny hills that transition very quickly, it actually, that's not a good vibe. Also, come to think of it, this did not need to be this drawn out either. Let's fix that. Like this could have been more of the brakes. And then it could have just done like that. And we'll just smooth that and we'll make it all, yeah. Is there anything else? Did I don't think I ever got that. The drop. I still think the drop, like if you're in the back row, that is going to be pulling you so hard to the side. But let's give it a try. I think I'm gonna up the speed of the chain lift just enough to counteract some of the chaos or how slow it hits the brakes. What was my first RMC? Oh my gosh, I've been frozen. How long has it been frozen? Can someone tell me, please? Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Okay, you're gonna see this little fun guy in the corner while I figure that out. Alicia, what do you think the name of the coaster should be? But my first RMC, I believe, was... It might have... I think it was Steel Vengeance, which is a crazy way to start RMCs. Could someone have told me that my camera had died? Could someone have done that? Yeah. What's going... Why... What? Oh, it like mirror flips me. I didn't even realize that. Many minutes. Guys, did I just miss the... Did no one tell me? Or was I missing Did I just ignore the chats? But yeah, I think Steel Vengeance was my first. Or no, it was Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod, then Steel Vengeance. Then Outlaw Run. And then Storm Chaser. And then Wonder Woman at Fiesta, Texas. And then Fire Runner. Oh, shoot. Iron Gwazi would have been after Outlaw Run. So it would have been Steel Vengeance. No, Lightning Rod, Steel Vengeance, Outlaw Run, Iron Gwazi. No. No. Lightning Rod, Steel Vengeance, Goliath. Outlaw Run. Iron Gwazi. Wonder Woman. No, Storm Chaser. Wonder Woman. Fire Runner. I think. Yeah, Nick. Tay, it's not too many. It was like 8. It's, my mind is like a sieve. But yeah, Nick, Storm Chaser actually, like, incredible ride. For, okay, if we set this to a block zone situation, it can run 2 trains without having any issues. It could hypothetically do 3 if it never stopped moving, but that's not even true because I think that would require the dispatch interval to be long enough that it could. Yeah, it's going to be 2. We're going to do 2. It can't even run 3 because there are only R3 because this isn't a control point. Okay. Well, that just makes things easier. This roller coaster shall be named. Did Alicia ever answer? She did not. My first will be Iron Gwazi. Iron Gwazi is a crazy ride too. You're kind of setting the bar as far as your first type of roller coasters are pretty insane. Your first roller coaster being a Giga is insane. Your favorite coaster being Diamondback, really solid hyper. First RMC being Iron Gwazi is crazy. Let's go. This thing's gonna suck. Ooh. Hold on. Test. Camera. Front bumper. Here we go. On the unnamed Woody. Compact Woody. Nice little pre-lift section. Nothing crazy. Get up to the top quick. The drop is definitely like the worst. I don't know. It's not bad. It kind of gets into the bank pocket decently quick. Pretty decent. A lot of airtime there. Airtime there. That pullout's a little dangerous, I think. Just a hair of an outer bank. Sorry, it's kind of like, it's not like lagging, but it kind of feels like it's hitching a tiny bit, so I can't quite tell like the speed. Little bunny hop finale. Definitely should have gotten like to the ground level sooner for that part. But look at that. We made a... Oh my. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? You guys see that real quick? This does not have a 147 foot drop. And that, my friends, is why it is important to read the instructions. Oh my. Oh my. Well, that is why we have pre-built, prefabbed roller coasters, and I will be just using one of those. Let me quick throw the catwalks onto here. It's a wooden coaster. Of course, there's already catwalks on there. Although that would be in... Can you put, like, hand railings on it? Oh, yeah, you can't. Oh, I forgot. It's if you have multiple types selected, then you can't. Like if I... Or you can't. And I was just blind last time. That's fine, too. That works. These seem... Yeah, I guess that's fair. That does have catwalks. That's good. Okay. What do we name it? Who's got names? Name ideas. I'm taking name ideas. What does RMC mean? Rocky Mountain Construction. It's the company that makes the... they're known for taking wooden coasters, old wooden coasters, and putting steel track on them and making them do crazy, crazy elements and loops and flips and outer banks and all of that sort of thing. This is a cool little moment, I think. I don't think this would be like an incredible ride, but it would be fun. Like, this, you won't see GCI really making like this slow of a thing. I think what I should have done was have it start the dip like here. Actually. Like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is bad. This is going bad. I don't want to smooth that too much. And I don't think it needs to bank this hard. So I guess let's just smooth the banking on this one. Yeah, I don't, like it doesn't have to. There you go, that's just a little more dynamic. It's got a little more going on. Jeez, that is not what I meant. What time is it? It's 9:45. Yeah, like I think it should have gone. I guess the utility box is there, but I can move that. I feel like I should go to ground level, have it do a hop at ground level, and then come up. Oh, I don't remember if it went straight yet. Yeah, it did. It didn't. We'll give it like a half a degree. 1 degree. Bunny hop. I'm gonna overdo it. Don't worry. We'll we'll level it out. It's not smoothing out as much as I thought it would. Nine. Yeah, this isn't smoothing out much at all. I think that is not good. This isn't good. I'm so behind. Okay. Yeah, 2 styles. Wood supports and steel track. Put a treble clef. Twisted toothpick. I like the twisted toothpick. I don't know how to do like the workshop code stuff, but maybe I will check out your build. Okay, so this was 25. Let's just do like 20. And since this one's starting higher, that should be better. Oh, except no, it did the turn okay. Oh my gosh, that's why it wasn't changing, because I only had banking selected. Hold on. There we go. I was only adjusting the banking because I'm an idiot. Sometimes my idiocy, idiocrity, what even am I? Baffles me. Oh my. Okay, I think we're done. Good, done and good, good. I like the twisted toothpick though. Okay, so we also need, it looks like, to set a minimum dispatch time, or minimum interval. Gosh, I always, and there is no load requirement. I need to like find the time where it stops. I need to find the, like how long of an interval it needs for it to perfectly clear the lift hill at its highest efficiency. Because like if it gets to here, it's gonna stop because this hasn't gone through the block zone, which is right here. So I guess an option would be to make that first friction break a block just so that it clears quicker. But we can also just find the, hopefully just find the sweet spot. It also takes a few cycles for it to actually get where it's going. Wow, yeah. I think this definitely should be a block. Holy smokes, we're down to 57 bucks. I'm gonna have to take out another loan to make the path. Is it okay if it's just one of these as a block zone? Like that? Because that, now I have enough money for the path. I guess the answer would be, can I have 3? I can't. Okay, let's see if this interval is better. Because we'll just find like the exact point in the course that it has to pass to make it. Because that, it dispatched like right in that valley, and boom, it's clear. So that's too much time. Oh gosh, I'm just losing money existing. Okay, we're wasting money. Ooh, that was money. Okay, that was perfect. Now, we just have to repeat it. Because the thing is... Yeah. Once they actually get, like, behind each other... If they stack, it throws off the automatic minimum interval thing. Because it parked later into this one's course, so it's waiting 30 seconds, but yeah, it's going to catch up. So realistically, it should actually be like 20 seconds or something. If they were both... If there was continuous motion. But I guess this dispatch interval is good because even if they do stack behind each other, there's guaranteed to be enough time. Okay. I don't know if that made any sense. I also don't know how I'm going to do this. And thanks for hanging out, everybody. I think all we're going to do is try and get this thing a queue. I'm wondering if even one can fit up here. Because let's say we did entrance over here. And I'm just going to deal with that for now. Oh, yeah. Wait, I could fit in both. Dang, these queues are short. How do you go down? 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 Oh, shift. It is shift. Too steep. Oh, this is weird. That doesn't seem clearanced. I know I could jut further out, but the reason I'm not is because I'm trying to figure out if there's a way where I can have both side by side. Could I have this one start going down? Oh, okay. I do want angle snapping. I guess that... Oh my gosh, this is hurting my brain. Because there's clearly, like, this one could angle a little bit. Like that. Like that. And then the other one can go this way. I don't know if this is going to work. The problem is this is going to work, but it's going to... It will prevent supports from existing in this universe. This is the one I just wish I could snap this. And I sort of can. Okay, so so now I should just be able to do the exit next to that, but then it's gonna stick out. So I don't honestly know what to do with the exit. Honestly, I have no idea what to do with the exit. I'm gonna eat dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Joseph. I hope it's good. Okay. Option 2 wouldn't work because I can't do it on this side. I was thinking I could just try and mirror it, but I can't. So I either have to bridge it across, go down, and just cut under, which would be the easiest, but it wouldn't be aesthetically pleasing. Option 2 is I do go down parallel to this one, and I just have it either come down here or... Let's just see what it looks like real quick. Oops. Still getting used to where everything is. Oh, I forgot. These, okay, all right. Yep, this has got to be the bridge situation. I forgot that Q's are way skinnier. So this needs to enter from the same way, but exit that way. And the best spot to do that would have been right where the operator booth is, but I can't move that. So this will just be even more of a head chopper. Some sort of wood. That wood does not look as woody as the other wood. You know? Because it's this color. What's going on? So is this... Yeah, that's a turn. Thought it was the uppy downy for a minute. Is this too close? That is too close. One more. Beyond vertical stairway. Oh, good. You could just... Oh, I thought you could... You can! You could just burrow into the ground. How cool. Is auto tunnel an option for pathing? I guess this one can curve. That would make more sense. Camera's still going, that's good. There we go, okay. And there it is. I mean, this would be insane because you could just walk right here and just high-five your friends as they're going. This is like what Mount Olympus is like. That's it. That is the Twisted Toothpick. I feel like that needs to be a little more washed out. I feel like toothpicks are more like, kind of like this. Kind of just washed out. These ones a little more. Maybe that was a little much at the end. and a toothpick. Whoa. I just realized why this pathway looks so clean and minimal. It's a falling hazard. That is why. I guess if you can't stay on like this 6 foot wide path, that's kind of on you. Oh, Benidorm, you got 3 ads before it started. I'm sorry. I could like, yeah, I struggle with ads. I wish I could pick and like be like, hey, you could show ads, but only one. Just one. But YouTube is like either I say no to everything or it just does what it does. And that looks different for everybody. So I'm sorry that that was such an intrusive experience. We just built the Twisted Toothpick ride, which was a hyper compact little Woody here. Did we ever test it? Yeah, let's quick test it. Just to get the results. Get some stats up on the screen. Then we should be able to open it. (2,200 feet long, quite short. Max speed of 46 miles an hour. 71 foot drop. Yeah. 1.9 Gs laterally is quite a bit. Like a wild amount. My guess is that's happening here. Although there are quite a few spots where that could have occurred. Minimum vertical is like ridiculous ejector. And 5 Gs has to be right there. So some abnormally strong forces for the size of this thing. So what it lacks in... yeah, so the 5 Gs... kind of where you would expect it. Let's see if we can help that out at all. That probably just destroyed any sort of banking. But maybe not. So if we just get those 2 spots a little better, it should just help keep more of this green and more approachable for our guests. So now I got to retest it so that it gets new heat maps. Dude, this coaster looks amazing. Great job. What are you going to name it? I think it was Jeffrey. Yeah, he named it the Twisted Toothpick, which I felt very fitting. Well, most of you guys are from the U.S. Going in 3 weeks to Orlando. One park with my family, so picked Universal. Are tickets really $200 for 1 day, 2 parks? Universal is insane, and that is not reflective of the normal American theme park price or amusement park price. Disney and Universal just exist on a different level. I know when we did Islands of Adventure 1 day after spring break. So the fact that you're going in 3 weeks, the fact that you're around the holiday, around Thanksgiving, they are going to spike the ticket prices just because like college kids might have winter breaks or Thanksgiving breaks are happening and they just know it's a busier time. So that plays into the side of things. We went just after spring break, 1 park, and it was like 120, which is still ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if there's ways you can save money. I know with a lot of places, it's like The more days you go, the cheaper it gets. So that might just be a thing. Oh, Hubert, I completely missed. Oh my gosh, I missed a few. I'm sorry. Okay, Benidorm, 3 ads. Sorry. Kaylin, love your vids. Thank you. Hubert, hey John, I just quickly dropped in. I'm sorry if you left because I know you said quickly and I've probably missed your comment. Quickly dropped in to tell you I literally just found out about your channel and I absolutely love what you're doing. Can't wait to see what you have in store for the future. Thank you so much. That was really kind. That's why I do what I do. I like making cool things and I love when people like it too. The Thuzies aren't happy with the neutering of the ride. I don't know, man. 5 vertical G's is kind of insane. We're down to 4.6. I'll leave it there. How about that? I also think that brought down the airtime a little bit, which is still a lot. I think anything over like negative 0.6 like is gonna hurt because I weigh 200 pounds. This means that I would have like 240 pounds worth of force against a GCI lap bar. That would be a horrible experience. But maybe I'll keep it just for you guys. But thank you guys so much. Previous run. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words, Kaylin, Hubert. Disney as well. Yeah, Disney's just going to be insane. That's just how it is. Hoping to do SeaWorld in an evening and do the B&Ms. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely knock out SeaWorld pretty quick. Their operations are all over the place, but it's worth getting in there to do a few of the rides. Like Mako is insane. Pipeline was the biggest surprise for me. I loved Pipeline. I was talking about your avatar at the beginning of the game, by the way. Oh yeah, I just think that one was auto. Unless I made it, do you have to customize that yourself? Maybe I did. I don't remember it. I feel like SeaWorld is the cheapest park in Florida. Yeah, or you could do Fun Spot, but don't do Fun Spot. Do Fun Spot if you've done everything else in Orlando. Or, because Fun Spot's open really late, you can sneak in a couple credits at one of the Fun Spot parks. I think they're done fixing up Mind Blower, so I think both Fun Spots are going. And you could just get in and pay per ride. That's the nice thing there. You could just go in, pay the $12 to ride Mind Blower, get out. Cool, done. If you can find your way into tickets at work, they put park discounts, including Universal. Like if your workplace has the benefits. You see that Red Roof Inn offers it as loyalty. Visited Orlando in 2018 and 2020. So did all the parks already, but when I'm staying in Kissimmee for 10 days, you have to visit a park. Yeah. I was in Kissimmee for work, and that's when I tacked on SeaWorld, which I'm not making a video on because I didn't capture enough footage. The park closed early. I wound up meeting Taylor, Coaster Studios, and just hanging with him and his crew for like an hour and a half, and I just was kind of like, at this point, I don't think I could put a video together. I'd rather just experience this day. But I did SeaWorld, and the night before, just because it was a late night, we did Fun Spot Orlando, and that was fun. So if you've done everything else, could be worth it. Don't ride Mind Blower. Rode it in 2018. It was $10. Inflation has hit the individual pay per ride situation, I guess. Let me throw this into like cinematic mode or something. Yeah, but Tay, like, don't ride Mind Blower. I know they just did. Like, Benidorm, if you're not gonna ride it because you already did, then it doesn't matter. But I think they just did a good bit of retracking to fix some bad spots. So I'm sure it might. They need to fix. I feel like if you have a cinematic mode, it just needs to have a little bit of collision avoidance so you don't go through a pillar of wood. I don't know. I haven't ridden Mindblower before at all. So I don't know how bad it was or how good it could be. Heard it's super smooth, of course. I'm newer to coasters, Jeffrey. Is Michigan's adventure worth the trip? I'm 3 hours away. Unless you're like 3 hours due north of Michigan's adventure, which I'm guessing you're not, because not many human beings are up that much in Michigan. But maybe you are. If you are, great. Have fun up there. I like skiing or snowboarding up north in Michigan. But if you're in any of the other directions, like towards Detroit, or if you're dipping south or starting to go around the horn towards Illinois, do all of the other parks within that 3 hour bubble first. Like if you're within 3 hours and it's the only park you haven't done in your Midwest bubble, then do it. It's worth it. If you're 4 hours from Six Flags Great America or Cedar Point or Kings Island or Indiana Beach or any of those, I would probably prioritize those. And then once you get all of those, like if you haven't done any of those and they are within a reasonable distance, do those. I'm the kind of guy that like can't, like, I'll drive like 5-6 hours to a park for a day trip and drive back, or it's like 6 hours one way and then just stay in my car overnight on the way back, like, because I'm an idiot. That's not everybody's capacity to go find new parks and things. I do think that it is, like, I have strong bias towards Michigan's adventure. I think it's the... I think I need to hold on. I'm gonna save our. I'm gonna save the game. Save park, new park, summit, awesome. Exit. Okay. I just can't handle it because even when I switch to the face cam, I still hear the game. I just need the game to be done. Exit. Leave. Quit. Okay. I guess I could have given us one more ride on the toothpick, huh? Since I did make some profiling changes. I want to be able to bring this back here so I'm actually looking closer to you guys, though. But yeah, I'm extremely biased towards Michigan's adventure because it's my home park and I do get there a lot. Especially this past year, I was working on a video that I didn't finish because 2 of the restaurants were never open or didn't have all their food available, but I was going a ton this past year so that I could make a video comparing all of the meal plan meals that you can get. So I was there like 20 times this year, which is a lot for me. Like I know like Droco, they'll go like to Cedar Point, Kings Island like 50 times a year. Like for me, going to the same park more than like 3 times has never happened to me in a year. Like last year I went to Cedar Point 3 or 4 times and that was like so much more than I'd ever done. And this blew it out of the water for this video. So I'm very strong. I have a strong bias towards Michigan's adventure because I think so many enthusiasts come in, they expect it to be like other Cedar Fair, Six Flags parks, and it underwhelms them because the ride lineup isn't that great. But if you go in expecting like, I don't know, like there's other small parks out there, like independent small parks, where you're not going in expecting like Cedar Point levels of anything. Hey, Katie, how are you doing? Good to hear from you. You just missed. We made the Twisted Toothpick was the name of the Woody that we wound up making in Planet Coaster. Maybe I'll pop it back open in a sec. The music was just driving me nuts in that game. But I am biased towards it. I do think that Shivering Timbers is an incredible ride at Michigan's Adventure. The last season and a half, 2 seasons, the ending of the ride has gotten horrible, and it would put a bad taste in your mouth for what that ride could be. So I would almost like be tempted to wait until that ride is fixed a little bit. But even if you don't, like Wildcat is running incredibly well. It's the other main Woody there. They've done a lot of retracking on that ride, and it's running very well. And I think it's just a very charming and pretty park. I just like being there and hanging out. I think my most ridden ride this year was like Shivering Timbers and the log flume, which isn't like a well-themed log flume. It's just a log flume. I just like doing the things that are just like, you're just hanging out. You're just there. That's like, I've told Dimitri this a few times. But like I want new rides at Michigan's Adventure, but the biggest thing I want is just like a coffee shop or just a seating area. Like that's not just picnic tables, but like a lounge area or an indoor seating area. Because if I could just go and like edit or something, I would. Because a lot of times I wind up at Michigan's Adventure after, like in the last hour or like 2 hours. Like I'll go right after work. And it's like if they close at like 7 or 8 or whatever. Like if they close at 8, I might be there at 6, get 2 hours. And it's like if I could just have my laptop and stuff with me, I'd ride Shivering Timbers once, or in this past year, I would eat a food. And then I could just sit and work. That'd be awesome. So it's very charming and cute. Not cute. It's a very well put together park, except the layout is very silly. But like the landscaping, the fact that it's around a little lake, the water park isn't incredible, but it is solid. When all of that together, it is a great little park. Sorry, that was so rambly. So it just depends how big of a deal a 3-hour drive each way is to you. And I would probably lean towards visiting other places like Kentucky Kingdom, Indiana Beach, Holiday World, Great America, Cedar Point. You know, any of those things, if those are near the same amount of a drive and you haven't done any of those, then just do those first. Get to Michigan's Adventure. Hopefully when we clean up Shivering Timbers a little bit. Six Flags is closing. Maybe you get the oldest B&M. I don't think so. I think Firebird is very done. The fact that they have 2 B&Ms. 2? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. 2 B&Ms have had to be retracked because they reached the end of their service life. Hulk and Nemesis. And Nemesis was like Hulk. It makes sense because it's like that's in Florida. It's Universal. They have faster operations and they go all year round. So it did burn through its years very quickly. But the fact that they retracked that quite a handful of years ago makes me think that Firebird, even though it didn't have as long of a season, is so old, it's probably getting closer. It's closer to being at the end of its service life than midway through it. So I don't think it would make financial sense to pay so much to ship it somewhere else, rebuild it for a ride that probably would have less than like 6 years of a usable service life. Shivering Timbers gave me my high roughness tolerance. It's gotten pretty bad. The good news is, I can play the lo-fi now. I think. Yeah. The good news to some is the steel retracking on the first 2 Camelbacks did help the 2 big potholes that were there. That's good. Huge. The bad news is, that the last like 3 bunny hills on the return trip are horrible. Terrible. MH, have a good night. It was fun chilling with y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We're just hanging. I appreciate you spending the time. It's been fun. Yeah, Firebird is only seasonally operating. Baron has gotten over 1 million trains sent in 10 years. Over 1 million trains sent within 10 years. Just got its first welds. Yeah, I just don't know. Like, I don't know what factors go into a ride reaching the end of its service life. I'm sure it's not just a number of cycles. I'm sure there's environmental factors. There's maintenance I don't know what all plays into it. But even if it had a decade left, I still don't think, for how few things Michigan's Adventure gets, even though they wouldn't put a ton of money into whatever edition they wind up choosing, I don't think they would intentionally pick one that probably still has a timer left on it. I think we'd be far more likely to get one of their newer flat rides like the Nebulous or the Frisbee. I would prefer the Frisbee. And like I said, my pipe dream is that when CGA closes, California's Great America, that we get Railblazer, the RMC single rail, because that would be perfect for Michigan's Adventure. Lower capacity, super high thrill, very small footprint. All would be fine and good at Michigan's Adventure. Why would a ride be seasonal operating? I just mean like the Hulk at Islands of Adventure burnt through its service life probably so quick, even though it's not anywhere near the oldest B&M, just because of how fast they cycle, like how good their operations are at Universal, but also because Florida all year round, the parks are open all year round. So parks that only operate for 6 or 7 or 8 months, they're not putting as much wear and tear on a B&M as Universal is, running at double the capacity for 12 months a year. It's more of how much welding needs to be done. The track connectors tend to crack. You can hear, see. Oh yeah, no, okay, Benidorm, good point. On Kraken, somebody told me that for quite a considerable amount of time, there's a big problem area on Kraken at the top of the vertical loop, the first vertical loop. And they've been just re-welding it and re-welding it and re-welding it and re-welding it. When I rode it, there was a pothole at the very top of the loop. I've never experienced an upside down pothole before. Like it's a B&M floorless with over the shoulders. Like there's a little jitter for a lot of it, but it's all good and smooth sailing. And you get to the top and it's just like ka-chunk. And then I was like, wow, I've never experienced something like that. So yeah, I guess it could even just be like a case by case basis, how much the ride is getting worn down. I didn't go to Six Flags America. Dimitri did. I know a lot of people that have, and said Firebird wasn't exactly running well as far as how smooth it is. I don't know though. Like at the end of the day, it would still be like one of the best rides at Michigan's Adventure if it did go to us. But I would much prefer, at that point, I would prefer to get like their Frisbee. I wouldn't prefer their Nebulous. I think Nebulouses look sweet. I haven't even ridden one, but I can't imagine that the ride experience is that incredible. They just look really cool. I would rather get the Frisbee. Kraken isn't the only one. So many B&Ms have that problem. Demonin and Tivoli has it at the top of the loop. Dragon Con. They smoothed it out. They smoothed it out a year later. Yeah, I think like there were rumors that they were gonna like maybe have to replace that piece of track on Kraken, but no, they just keep welding and sanding and welding and sanding, and it just winds up being this crazy little experience. Man, we've been going for dang near 3 hours. It's almost 10:30. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Kind of take her home. 10:30 my time, right at the 3 hour mark. If anyone's got any last minute questions or anything, chop up for the next few minutes. Like I said, Thorpe Park video coming soon. I am running into a couple of speed bumps with that one. Just there were some technical things that happened while I was shooting it. Also, I said this, the mic wasn't working for about half the clips. I broke my Digicam at Thorpe Park. So I have shot with it since. The brokenness is that the screen doesn't really work. It only works if it's like barely open. So I'm kind of just guessing what I'm shooting now with it, which almost gives it more of like that retro, like what on earth is going on sort of vibe. It's 4:30 here, just got back. Oh my gosh, 4:30 in the morning. Living it up. I love it. But yeah, I broke the Digicam, so there's a few things I'm navigating, but the Thorpe Park video will be coming soon. And then couple more videos after that, just of parks that I visited this year that I haven't gotten around to the edits of. There are a few projects that I'm actually super excited about this off season. I've been going kind of crazy doing research for one of them. But there's 2 bodies of content that will be a bit longer. One of them will definitely be long. Very long. Not very long. It'll be long. The other TBD, but both of them will be quite a bit different than... They're not in-park videos. They're more analysis or talking about a topic or thing. And I'm excited about them. And then there's one other thing that I'm working on right now. Super excited to share details pretty soon. I think it's pretty exciting. It's something that people have asked me about kind of throughout this whole process. So a lot of fun stuff. Stay tuned. If somehow you stumbled, you're one of the 9 people who stumbled on the channel and haven't subscribed, feel free to check out the videos that I make. I always try and have fun with them. Try to make cool looking, casual amusement park videos. It's kind of the gist of it. Try to make them look cool. Try to just make it feel like you're hanging out at the park. That's the cam that gives the old school look. Yeah. So it did break. I can probably try and repair the connection somehow. I'm not that tech savvy, so we'll see. Have a good night, MH. The Benidorm Fiesta is a huge fest. Tons of drunk lads from the UK all over. That sounds like a time. Get home safe. Subscribe and like. Thanks, Tay. But yeah, thank you guys so much. This has been fun. And the camera only died like 3 times. That's huge progress, honestly. It's been super fun. So thank you so much for tuning in. New video soon. Ideally over the weekend. Ideally Thorpe Park over the weekend, but we will see. Could be sooner. Probably won't be. We'll shoot for the weekend. So thanks so much. Sub to the channel if you haven't. It's been fun hanging. We'll sign off now. See you next time. Bye.